What's up, guys? I'm Michael Bertulfo, and this is my presentation of the 5 life skills that relate to physical education. For the first one, we'll talk about agility. Agility is the ability to change from position to position while keeping your body under control. Great ways to test these are, some people will do speed ladders. Today, I'll give you the example of jump ropes. Jump ropes are great. It'll help with the agility portion of your muscle fibers, your quick muscle fibers, get them activated and learning how to move fast, but also staying under control and breathing. So for my first example, we'll do a jump rope. So for my kiddos, I would literally just have them stand in one position, 30 seconds, maybe even less, just depending on the body, depending on the kid, and we'll go on from there. First one, jump rope. Now with that jump rope, it teaches the kids how to keep their body under control, keep their core tight, but they're also really getting a great cardiovascular workout. And you know, for them, kids, gotta remember the middle schoolers, keeping their attention span for a quick, short amount of times is going to be very, very beneficial for us. We have balance. Balance, we got to learn, is very, very crucial for everybody in the world, young adults, old seniors, middle schoolers, elementary kids. But in the respects of our middle schoolers, balance is key. Balance is, you always got to be unbalanced in any activity you do. So for a balanced workout, I would probably just, have my kids, depending on my kids' grade level, depending on their ability, I would just start with just standing on one foot. And then can we go from 1 foot to 1 foot off the ground, touching the floor? Can we go 1 foot from out? And I would just be giving cues. So for instance, my first cue would be to have lunging, but under control by, stretch it to our opposite side. So we'll take a lunge, on balance, stretch opposite side, come back up. Now we're building these correct muscle fibers. We're building the hip adductors, we're building core strength, but through it all, we are always under control. We are always on balance, because in any physical activity we do, we must remember we have to be on balance. Next, we have coordination. Coordination is moving a whole body together, trying to perform an activity. Now, we can do coordinations in many, many different ways. You can just simply start as doing jumping jacks, having your feet together, your arms together, and then exploding up the top, or separating our leg, keeping our hands up top high, and just simply working through this motion of working in coordination. Another way of coordination would be karaoke's, where you're moving your hips, moving your shoulders, keep your core tight. In a sense, for example, is stuff like that to keep your coordination down. Coordination is very key. A lot of middle schoolers, they don't have great coordinations, and it's your job as an educator to make sure you start with the baby steps of learning how to crawl before you walk, so to speak. So coordination, I would have my kiddos go through opposite toe touch, learning how to opposite toe touch. Like I said, karaoke's are great, or any other little small movements, baby steps. And then for my athletes, we'll probably go more into the sport-specific. Basketball players learning how to dribble and walk at the same time. Football players learning how to run and then turn and catch at the same time. Coordination is very, very, very hard to teach in a sense, because middle schoolers don't have great, especially if they're not playing in a specific sport. And it's our job as educators to teach. Reaction time is very simple to teach. As an educator, we would go on a field, we would go on a basketball court, we would go, tennis course, and we will work different types of reactions. the greatest sport where you have to work off of reaction time is something like track. In middle school, when you had the 60 to the 100-yard dashes, you are going off the sound of a gun or a sound of a slap. Reaction time is simply just how the body moves after a signal. So, like I said, great track runners, or if you're a coach, or you're coaching a specific cardio type of lesson plan, you would do something like, as a basketball coach, I call them 17s. On my whistle, they're gonna line up on the sideline, and they're gonna run to the other sideline, and they're gonna run that 17s, but on my whistle. Or if I'm a track coach around a track and we're lined up for our track lessons, they're gonna listen to my sound of my whistle. After I blow my whistle, they will run after, and hopefully they react on time as they hear that whistle blow. And for reaction time, you can, like I said, do a lot of sport. You can do a lot of things with it. You could also mix that up in certain little lesson plans as wiffle ball or handball to signal to play. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we had concluded this video with our 5 life skills related to physical fitness. Remember, you have balance, speed, agility, reaction time, and all together coordination. All 5 of those things can go together at one time, especially in the educated world of physical education. With our targeted group, with the middle schoolers, I would like to say, just as a coach and as a mentor, please be diligently, in your teaching. A lot of these kids are not great yet. A lot of these kids are learning how to walk. A lot of these kids are still growing, so be patient. Love these kids, and remember that physical education should be fun. It's going to be very, very crucial for these kids to learn this at a young age and learn that physical activity, to get out, run, get that cardiovascular in them, strength build. This should be a fun time for them to try sports, try to learn the different exercises, learn the different workouts. Like I said, please be diligent. A lot of these kids, for me personally, as a head coach at my high school, I get a lot of these kids that are just not, into fitness, into sport because of a bad time with their physical education teachers as they came from middle school. So I would like for the next group of middle school teachers to be awesome. I think us together are going to be amazing, and continue to do God's work. God bless. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome to my beautiful home, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.